Hey guys, it's Macy coming to you today to deliver my speech for speaking assignment number 4. Today I will be talking to teens and their parents about bullying. Bullying has become such a huge topic over the years in America, and many people act like it's just some new behavior picked up by teens. But I'm here to tell you it's not. In my opinion, bullying has gained so much attention lately because of new technology and new media sources. Now, I'm not saying the new attention is a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. I think it's about time we stand up against bullying instead of just sweeping it under the rug like it has been for centuries. I think the attention from the media that bullying has been getting lately is great. Not in the sense that I want to go see kids being bullied on TV. That's not it at all. But I think bullying is a very important topic and people need to hear about it and see that it's a real thing. It's not just something in the movies. And parents need to talk to their kids about it. And I think the media talking about bullying is opening avenues for parents to discuss it with their children more freely. Along with this new media coverage that bullying has been getting in the recent years, I feel that America has also adopted, in majority of schools, a no-tolerance policy when it comes to bullying. People aren't accepting bullies anymore and just saying, oh, toughen up to the victims, or fighting is no longer being considered a solution. I know in old times, parents used to just tell their kids to fight their bullies and use violence and stand up for themselves and use self-defense against the bullies. People know now that that's not the solution to bullying and are taking the high road and reporting these cases more often. The news coverage of bullying has opened so many more ways for parents to discuss bullying with their child. Bullying isn't something that just happens to someone else or you just hear about on the news. It's a real issue. And it can happen to you, or it can happen to your friends, or anyone. It can happen to your child. But don't feel like there's nothing you can do about it. You are not helpless to bullying. It takes all of us to be the solution to bullying. Everyone has to stand up against it and fight against bullies. When you see someone at school being bullied or someone around town being picked on, you have to stand up and say something. You can't expect someone else to do it, and you can't just say, oh, I'll let so-and-so do it, or I don't want to be a snitch, or I don't want to tattle on somebody. No, you have to stand up, because if you won't, what makes you think somebody else will? Don't be afraid to step in. Now, I'm not saying if you see a bully picking on a kid and hitting them, I'm not saying to step in the middle of their little fight. That's not safe, that's dangerous, but don't just let it happen. Go find somebody. Go find maybe an administrator at your school or an adult around town that you trust. Find someone that you know you can trust to not say your name and tell them. You have to tell the adults that it's going on. The administrators, as much as you might think they do, they don't have eyes all around the school. And they can't see what's happening when they're not there or when their backs are turned. You have to be the bigger person and stand up for the victims of bullying. If bullying goes unreported, there is nothing anyone can do about it. And parents, if you see someone getting bullied, hear about them get bullied, or maybe you hear your child come home from school and they say so-and-so is getting picked on today at school, or something your child tells you or you see just doesn't sound right, don't be afraid to talk to an administrator about it. If you have a concern, go with your gut feeling. Talk to someone. Tell somebody about it. Because it's better for you to say something and it be nothing than to say nothing at all and it be something. As an adult, you have to set an example for your child is going to follow your example. And if you don't report it, when they see something going down that they think isn't right, what are the odds that they're going to report it too? They're not. They're going to follow your example and just sit back and do nothing. If you as a student or even a parent have a concern about someone being bullied at the school or anywhere, you have to say something. It takes everyone to combat bullying, and we can't just sit around and watch it happen anymore. We need to stand up for the victims. Because you never know. It could be your friend, your neighbor, your teammate on the basketball team. It could be you or it could be your child. Wouldn't you want someone to stand up for you or your child? then don't be afraid to stand up for somebody else.